Hey guys, welcome back to the Hit Up podcast. Today we have something very different. We have sort of like a draft, but not really. We're trying to build our most realistic Redcliffe Dolphins team for 2023, the team that we believe they should take, who they should prioritize. So we have Liam and Connor as always. How you guys doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sir.
not bad, mate. How's everything going in Wellington?
Great. Living life. You know how it goes. Living
It's a bit
normal.
of a shame. We're still, was it day 60, 62, 63, Connor? Oh, I've lost count.
He's lost count.
He doesn't know either. It's a bit of a shambles, mate.
So I think we might as well just crack straight into it. So as I said before, we're going to try and make it realistic as possible. So people only are off contract or people that are linked with the Dolphins in real life. Obviously, someone could re-sign tomorrow and they can't be in our team. So we're just going to have to roll with it and just see how it goes. And we'll try and be realistic to the salary cap, but we're going to pick a team of 18. So the 17 that plays and then an 18th man. And yeah, we're just going to prioritize different positions. So first, we got to decide, guys, what positions are we going to prioritize? I think we're allowed. Should we give ourselves 2 superstars or 3? I think 2. I'm just trying to think.
I reckon 3.
3
Oh,
superstars.
3. Okay, 3.
Because you think of every team, like you think Manly, Travojevic, Cherry Evans, Garrett Foran. I'll say 3. We'll go top heavy and we'll go 3 superstars, and we've got to build some average players among them. So, what positions do we think that we're going to
Hocker,
Pocket, yeah.
half.
Fullback?
Yeah, I'm trying.
I reckon we can
Definitely
slack.
What, sorry?
I reckon we can slack on the fullback a bit.
Oh, yeah, I guess, I mean, Hooker's a good one to have. And this half, is that a good one?
I reckon Hooker halfback, and do we even go 5? I don't know. You don't want to have like
5'8"?
you
Yeah, that actually.
You can have like a full halves, but then your rest of your team could be trash, So it's like,
maybe like I don't know, maybe like a winger or a
like Valentine Holmes, $1 million on Valentine Holmes. Are we feeling that? I reckon we just see how it goes. I reckon we go through them and there might be a position that stands out.
Yeah.
So we'll start.
I reckon go for it. Just go through it, and then you can just if you feel like a better player should be a superstar should be there rather than one of the other ones.
We'll go through it at the end. I think we'll realize pretty quickly if our team's a dream team, unrealistic, or if it's good. We'll go fullback. I've actually got a really good pick for fullback. I've been seeing it round a bit. I reckon Darius Boyd should be fullback.
Yeah.
Because Wayne Bennett, you got to think that Wayne Bennett, his son, Wayne Bennett. Anyone agree?
Liam feels it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be all right, but I mean, there are better players.
But they've got a connection. They've got a connection.
I do see the connection there, but at the same, I mean, actually, it would be pretty because Wayne Bennett knows him and has got that connection, so that would be a good signing and easier player to get than others.
Yeah, 100%. Bring it back out.
So it is.
Yeah.
That is a good option. But
I'll give you a list of the 4 or 5 that I went with. 4 or 5 that were the ones that I thought were top tier. There's Matt Duffy, who'd be a bit of a cheaper option, who could be a good signing. Who knows what he'll do at the Bulldogs?
Didn't the Warriors want him at some stage?
Yeah, he ended up going to the Bulldogs. So
yeah.
Gutho, Hamiso, and Kalen Ponga.
Yeah, okay. We're not talking about Kalen Ponga.
No, I think Hamiso is probably the cheapest option up there, the fastest, the biggest potential.
And the youngest as well.
Yeah.
You want to build a side, so do you see that happening, Connor? Do you see that as a realistic option? We want to try and keep realistic. That's the problem.
No, he's going to be Queensland for at least 10 more years, bro.
That's the problem. That's you want to be
dreaming, mate. You're dreaming if you want 10.
So I'm wondering if I would want to go Hamiso or Ponga, but I don't think either of them are too realistic. Is the problem,
Yeah, I think it has. How long did Duffy sign for?
I think it's only for a year or two because
a year or two years, isn't
He
it?
popped up that he was eligible for 2023, which I didn't think was right, but I'm going off zero. We're going off zero tackle, by the way. We're putting that out there. This is not our
Yeah.
fault if it's wrong. We're going off zero tackle. Email them
But-
if it's wrong.
There is a chance so might go as well. Like it's not like
Yeah.
he only signed a deal. So
Mm.
So what do we?
I don't know. It's quite. I
I rate Duffy's
Yeah.
mate.
Dufty. I mean, in his prime, like when he's like at his peak, he's actually a bloody great player, and he can probably compete with some of the top players up in that position. But I don't know. Has he been in like? Is he a player to build a team, and is he been in prime lately and his peak lately?
I think if you get
Sorry, I've just checked. He's 1 year, so he'll be fine for 2023. He signed a
Yeah.
1 year deal.
I think we go Dufty.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah,
it's a
we can
cheaper
go.
option as well, and he's quite young.
Yeah, saves a lot of the salary cap.
Yeah. So we'll go on to
So
our,
so Josh, just before we move on, do you know how much the salary cap is given for a new team?
for any team, I believe. I'll quickly search it up, but I'm pretty sure it's around like 9 million or 10 million. It's
Yeah.
9.6 at the moment.
9.6.
So
So yeah, so
that's for 30 players. That's the problem. We're only doing that.
yeah,
So that's what we got to really fight with. I
We-
guess.
We spend some cash.
Yeah, we can. The Dolphins, we can do that sort of thing. Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
So we'll go Dufty. I think we agree there.
yeah.
So we will go with the right winger position here. I've got to quickly find my notes to see who the options are. The options
even-
that I picked from. Oh, sorry, what, Con?
Play Hamiso on the wing.
That could be an option. Are we going to go with? That's what I'm wondering. Are we going to just be? I don't think he's going to leave the Cowboys. I don't know.
I
I
hope.
actually,
Why
I
would
actually
why,
could see him leave. Like I think he'd want to if he wants to. I don't know. Develop his career more and make more of a name of himself. He could go off and become the superstar at the new team.
I agree.
But at the same time, he's got a lot of love for the Cowboys, and he's from the that's his main team. So I do see the love there and why you wouldn't leave. But at the same time, I think it's the same thing when they talked about. I guess you could compare those to when Sean Johnson left. Like he loved the Warriors so much, but if he wanted to make a name for himself, he had to leave, and it didn't. It kind of worked for him, and obviously now he's returning home. But at the same time, if he wants to develop, I'm gonna say he probably should move on from the Cowboys.
but what about him holding up the trophy at the end of next year?
I think we try and get really. I think we do it. I don't think he's going to leave, so I'm going to say I don't think put him in. It's up to
We
you.
won't. All right. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll try and make it as realistic as possible. I think, but it's going to be hard. We're going to have a worse team because of it. But we could have had Kalen Ponga there, but we'll see. So the wingers I noted down as the top 8 or 10 that are available: Josh Mansour, David Mead, a friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
Xavier Coates. Apparently, he's only in Melbourne for a
Oh.
year, which I didn't think was true. But
Oh, I didn't think that was right. Okay.
Ronaldo Militalo, Queensland legend.
Oh,
Yeah, Origin
yes.
legend. Daniel Tupou, Mike Acevo, George Jennings, who I think could be a sneaky option as a cheap winger, and Brian To'o. Could we snag him?
Okay.
Can we offer a lot of money and get him? We could offer.
Sorry.
Him, we
Can
could
you
take
name the first three again?
the first three?
The first three.
Josh Mansour, David Mead, Xavier Coates.
The Mansour would be the cheapest option, wouldn't?
Yeah, I think him or
You'd
George.
think so. You'd think so, yeah.
I think
And
George as well. Yeah.
he runs hard and he's a try scorer.
I like that pick.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
Do we want to lock that in? Or is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
should we check how old he is first? I think that's. So it says Xavier Coates is on a 2-year deal. So I don't know how he could play for the. We'll take him out. We're not. Zero tackles throwing us off there. Well, any guesses on Josh Mansour's age?
31.
33.
He is 31 years old. So I think we could get him on a cheap 1-2 year deal. I think we
Yeah.
go Mansour for our right winger option.
Done.
So I'm chucking that in, locking it in. Josh Mansour. And number 5, we'll do our other winger as well. Might as well do it
Yeah.
now. Unlike the
Yeah.
fifth and dribble, we'll remember it this time.
Oh, bit of shade towards the fifth and
Yeah.
dribble boys.
Okay, so I'll list them again. David Mead, Ronaldo Militalo, Daniel Tupou, Micah Sevo, Brian To'o, George Jennings.
See, we got a big winger. I reckon we need a speedster.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that.
I thought you either have to go with Tupou or Mansour. I think I'd rather go. I think Mansour's more realistic.
I was gonna go Mansour, but I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, Mansour's
That's
like,
all I've
we'll
got.
take Tupou out. Are we thinking Jennings or Sevo? Oh, Sevo's too big. Jennings or Mead or Militalo? Militalo's pretty big as well.
yeah, Jennings.
I think. Do we just want to go two cheap wingers that could score tries and just get halves or
Yeah.
hookers that? I think we go.
They're both quite fast as well, aren't they?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Mansell's a bit slower now, but I like it. George Jennings, I like that signing because I reckon you could get him. Obviously, he's been at the Storm. Players do well at the Storm, but
Yeah.
we could have a halves pairing of some like an insane. But we'll go off that. Now the centre positions, the two centres. Just a quick ghost there, but anyway, this is one of the ones where I think we could spend big here.
Yeah.
Is a young Joey Manu that's up for grabs. That
Oh.
do we believe chucking a mil at Joey Manu's worth it, or I don't think it is, but he could
I
be
don't think
one of the sort of players.
The thing is, I think Manu is a really good signing. It's just if you put a mil at that takes out like 3 or 4 different players you could have signed. Like it would just hurt their salary cap. Like it would be a mean signing, but again, I don't think he would leave the Roosters. I think he'd re-sign because I think he's really enjoying it there.
This was what I was looking to ball out on. I reckon we go Tony Staggs.
It does
Yeah.
make sense. I've seen it a lot because of all those reports that he was on thin ice at the Broncos, that he's had a lot of dramas. So, and he's only like 23, isn't he, or 22? So
Yeah, he's quite young.
I'd be happy
And you
with
can play him anywhere, like halves, centre. You can probably put him in the back row if you wanted to. He's big enough.
that. We all in favour of locking Katoni Staggs in?
Yeah,
Yep.
Jump
yeah.
across the border.
Chuck off Katoni on there.
Number 3 or number 4? What do we like? 4?
Or, yeah.
Yeah, I
Four,
like it. So now we've probably got to go a more cheaper option, I'd say. For
Yeah, definitely.
So at the moment we've got Dufty, Mansour, Staggs, and Jennings. We need another centre. I'll give you some ones I wrote down. Ewan Aitken, Morgan Harper, Justin Olam, Brinko Lee.
You know who I'm going to say.
I know exactly who you're going to say, and I like him. I agree. I don't know if he'd be expensive because of all the stock in him. I think he's a defensive.
Yeah, I think he might be pretty pricey, won't he?
I don't think it'd be like expensive, but he'd be like 500, 600K.
Yeah, 500 at least.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, it's not. I think that's. Oh, who you think, Len?
I don't know. I think a realistic option's going for him, but I don't know. Like, I just feel like 500, 600 is quite a lot of your salary cap gone.
To be honest, a lot of them you're going to be. Yeah, that's going to be most of them, I'd say.
It's better than spending. Hey,
Yeah, I get that. I mean, to be honest, if he came for 500K, sure, I'd take him.
I would say either Aitken or Harper here, but I think Harper for the defensive would be a lot better. I think that. Does everyone agree on that? I like Harper here.
Yeah,
and
Harper.
they're around the same price, and they're probably the cheapest on the board. So
Yeah, we could even put Aitken at second row. Like, who knows? Like, play there.
I mean,
So I'll quickly recap our back 5. Matt Dufty, Josh Mansour, Morgan Harper, Katoni Staggs, and George Jennings. I like that. It's not like 2 over realistic, but it's actually a really solid. I don't think we've splashed
That's-
out too much, you know. Like, I
Mm.
like that because you see all the teams, you see like Ponga, Munster, you see all this, but I think we haven't splashed out too much. But I think the halves is where we're going to have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, definitely.
And I'll give you some names for 5'8". Dylan Brown, Cody Nikarima for number 14. He's not really for 5'8". He's more for the utility role. Cody Walker. Jake
Ooh.
Clifford can obviously be halfback or 5'8". And Cameron Munster.
I think there's 3 options to choose from, to be fair.
A lot of good options. Obviously,
Yeah,
all the
there's a
reports of
lot.
Munster. That's the problem. But it's like,
I personally reckon it's between Munster, Walker, and Dylan Brown.
I like Dylan
Yeah,
Brown.
I was gonna say Dylan Brown and Walker. I just don't think Munster's gonna really, just with all the reports about him, I just don't think he's gonna come along.
I think Walker will both be wanting a mil.
Yeah, that's
Definitely. They're gonna be worth a mil at least. So, but at
Walker's,
least we saved a bit in the backs.
yeah, remember Walker's up there in age. Like he debuted at what, like 20, 25, 26.
20 year.
I would say the key here is I think we have to do both at the same time. Like if we're going to do Munster at 5'8", we'll go with Mitchell Pearce at halfback. You know what I mean? You have to sort of have that, like Jerome Luai Cleary, where there's one kicker, one runner, Walker and Reynolds. So I think we sort of got to do it in tandem. So I'll do, obviously you guys know the 5'8", so I'll do the halfback as well. Luke Brooks, Daly Cherry Evans, Kyle Flanagan, Ben Hunt, Sam Walker, which that's unrealistic one. That's just
No.
Chanel Harris Tavita, Mitchell Pearce, Ash Taylor. So I think
I'm not gonna.
What I like, this would be my one. I would go Cody Walker and Mitchell Pearce, but I don't know if Cody Walker would leave the Rabbitohs. That would be mine.
I could definitely see Mitchell Pearce leaving the Knights. So
I think it's perfect for him.
I think the 7s that are realistic are all garbage, to be fair.
It's probably Ash Taylor, Mitchell Pearce. No, Ben Hunt.
I reckon we splash out on the 6.
Yeah, so we're going Munster or Walker. I think Munster's more realistic.
Yeah.
I think he's like, I don't see Walker leaving the Rabbitohs. I think Liam does make a good point that is he the person you want to build a club around? His issues. And at the Storm, he's doing this. Imagine what he's going to do at a team that doesn't have that same leash. Like the Storm are known for giving all these restrictions. What's he going to do? Obviously, Wayne Bennett might be doing the same thing, but that's important. So Munster is locked in. We need a halfback that can kick. Like Munster's an all right kicker, but he's obviously more of a run.
He's more. Yeah,
I would say Mitchell Pearce here, but it's up to you.
Mitch Pearce or Ben Hunt, I'd say.
I think I'd go Pearce over Hunt, but it's Pearce could be too old by then, you know, because you got to think it's 2023.
I mean, Hunt's been around for a while though, hasn't he? What hell's Hunt?
So Pearce is 32 years old. So by then he'll be 34. He'll probably be retired by then, to be honest.
Hunt will be 29.
31. So they're much of a much.
33.
Maybe we could go for a young and then like defensive half like Harrison.
That could be an option. But the problem is, are we worried about the kicking game of Munster and Chanel? I would say Chanel. He's like an average kicker, but he's not like that's the problem. He's not like an elite kicker, you know.
Munster will control it and like do all the kicking. It gives the free. I'd put Harrison at 6 and then Munster at 7.
Oh yeah, we want to. What about Ash Taylor? He's a lot of rumors in the news about him. He's going to have a big season at the Warriors this year.
Hey, $20 and he'd come over.
Yeah. So we're going to go Munster at 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you telling me the other day that you're not looking forward to Ash Taylor going to the Warriors, Josh?
No, I wasn't really happy with it. It's one of those things where he'll play well for us for a year, we'll play all right, and then he'll move to Redcliffe. And we'll go Munster at 7. I like it. It's going to be interesting. Okay. So we've really it's going to be we need a good 4-pack. No, I like our backs. Dufty, Mansour, Harper, Staggs, Jennings, Chanel Harris Davida, and Munster. It's pretty nice. Like not, I wouldn't say it's like star-studded, but it's like everyone's solid there. You know, like there's no.
Yeah.
there's
I
no
reckon they
fucking
could build
players.
around each other and they'd just be like consistent every week. There wouldn't really be like like everyone would just be like shit. Like everyone would actually put in a good effort.
The issue is
Yeah.
you get a 30-man squad. Like in real life, it's a 30-man squad. We wouldn't probably be able to afford it, but we're just doing an A team, so it doesn't really matter.
We got decent money as well. We can like probably get like a decent as prop, an all good hooker, and then like back rows lot.
Yeah. I think the hooker's key. Like we need a good. I reckon we need another kicker as a hooker. You know, like sort of like a third playmaker. But we'll go. Do we want to do 2 props or should we do hooker now?
2 props.
Yeah. So props. I wrote down a number of names just because obviously 2 positions and the bench.
Yeah.
Quite a few. So there's a lot of star-studded names here, but like I took away the Tinos. These aren't props obviously, but like I took away the guys that I doubted were gonna leave. So I took away like Fafita, Tino, but I'll try and get through this quick, but I'll also try and be slow so you can hear it. I went Pawasa Famasolawi. Pawasa, you guys know him from the Warriors? No. Ryan James, like just an experienced head, but the problem is obviously in 2 years' time, he may be 32, 33. So one of the great Queensland players, Josh Maguire, he might be a bit old by then as well.
Yeah, he might.
Jordan McLean, James Tarmo, Marty Tapau, Jared Wallace, Aaron Woods, again, might be a bit old. Jack Hetherington, David Clemmer, and Nelson Asofa Solomona, who may not leave.
There's a few names that I can say that I happily don't want in that list. Who are you guys feeling?
Well, I think we take out. Yes, we'll take out Hetherington. That was more of a piss take.
Maguire.
Yeah. Probably
That's pretty
James. Will James be too old by then? Like he's one of those guys where I feel like he might be young. Not young, but obviously you know what I mean. Like he's been a lot, but
I was thinking that I don't know if this will be realistic or not, but Martin Tapau, like he would be a decent front row to have like in the front. So he would probably like lead the team up there. Like that would be a good player to build your front pack around.
So this is a crazy thing. Ryan James is 30 years old and Marty Tapau's 31. Like you wouldn't really expect that, you know? And we got to think in 2 years' time. That's the problem. Tapau will be 33. Ryan James will be 32.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Out of the list you said, the 2 that came to mind was who was it? Martin Tapau and Jared Wallace. But
I like Wallace. It's just is he that one of those guys that's a one club man? You know, like he is a bit of an idiot.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, and he's 30 years old as well.
Otherwise, Jordan McLean.
I think he's a lock. I think we lock him in. Can you believe that? I can't believe that Jared Wallace and Ryan James are the same age. That just.
I reckon Wayne Bennett's gonna like probably try and fill his team with a bunch of players that we just haven't heard of, and just try and get all these young players because pretty much our average age is up in the mid-30s at the moment.
That's the problem is that. Like when the Warriors did it, they were getting players from everywhere. They were getting players from New Zealand rugby. They were getting players from Super League. Like, I think a lot of Super League players will end up at Redcliffe, like cheap, like former, role players. But you're right, Liam. In 2 years' time, there could be fucking anyone. You know, we're just doing this for fun. It's going to be pretty hard to guess. There could be a fucking up and comer from the Broncos that may sign with them. You know, but I think we all agree on McLean. I think the Cowboys it hasn't really worked out as we expected, to be honest. Like. He has been really good for them, but he hasn't been obviously what you signed him for. I don't know. What do you think, Connor?
Yeah.
As a Cowboys fan, it's just so annoying to watch because he always slows down to play the ball.
Yeah.
Like, we'll in attack and he's just so tired out there from just trying so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll lock him in, and then we need his front row partner. I'm wondering. I really like that Pawasa guy, but. I don't know if he's like a big name, you know. He might be a bench player we might chuck in. Because he's 25 now, but maybe
it's not bad. It's not bad. That's actually a decent choice.
Because we might as well we'll do the bench later, but we need another prop, and I don't want to be too old. Like obviously Nelson or
Yeah.
Jesse Bromwich would be mean, but I don't think either of them would probably leave the Storm unless it was for like $1 million. Which we wouldn't be able to do. What are we thinking?
I think we're just gonna have to do like just who we want.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
say a name. Who, and if we both like, we'll go 3, 2, 1, and say the name you want.
All right.
I mean, wait. So we have who do we have as the other one? Sorry,
Jordan McLean.
McLean.
Okay. So the other options are Jesse Bromwich, Poasa, Ryan James, James Tarmo, Marty Tapau, Jared Wallace, Aaron Woods, David Clemmer, Nelson, Asaf Solomon. I would go Nelson, but I don't think he's realistic, and neither's Bromwich.
No. I want to go Marty Tapau, but I just don't think it's realistic at all.
I think Martin Tapau is probably one of the most realistic up there, though.
Yeah, I reckon he's realistic. I just think he might be too old.
Yeah.
I just don't think he'll. I just don't feel like he'll leave. That's the thing. Like even forever, how much I reckon he'll re-sign, and I just don't feel like no matter how much money, it's just he'll re-sign because he loves the Eagles.
So do we want to roll him out, or are we gonna?
I
I don't know.
This is tough, Josh.
I
You
know.
put us in a bit of a situation here.
All right. Fuck it. Heverington.
That'd be a good option. You need some mongrel in your team early on.
All right. What about Tamo? Let's go Tamo.
Tamo.
Captain.
How old is he?
Captain.
I'm worried that
He's
he's James Tarmo is.
All right. So the real question is who would be captain this team?
Oh, we'll do that at the end, Liam. How are we going to know? We don't even have half the team.
Well, we've got pretty much all like the main guys who would get.
What do you mean?
We
haven't got any of our forwards. Disappointing, though. James
I already
Tarmo is
got
32, about to turn 33.
It's gonna be 35.
I think we just have to take age out of it and just pick someone.
I would go Mage, pal. But I am worried about the age. Like, you don't really see many 34-year-olds playing.
Yeah.
What is pretty much in your mid-30s is the time most people retire, right?
Probably 32, 33. Depends
Yeah.
position. I will do 3, 2, 1 because I don't think we'll ever get one going. Okay. So I'll say 3, 2, 1, and then on 1, like after I say 1. Okay. 3, 2, 1, James.
Tapau.
Hello?
What?
Is Liam responding?
Oh, sorry, I said Tapau.
Oh,
You said
okay. Okay, we'll lock it.
Oh, sorry, I moved my headset away. Sorry.
Okay, Martin Tapau. I like the signing. I think it's good. Okay.
How much would you pay for him though?
We have to be cheap. If you're signing a 33-year-old, it'd have to be a 1-year deal,
Yeah.
for experience. Okay, hooker is key. The names are, I think I've already got my decision, and we'll see, but Reed Marnie, Apasai Coruscant, Josh Hodgson, Andrew McCulloch, Jake Granville, and Harry Grant.
Harry Grant.
I
Done.
think it's a no-brainer. Yeah, I think we just lock that in.
Harry Grant. Yeah.
It-
I love how you left that last.
Yeah, it all depends on if the Storm would let him go and if he's unhappy at the Storm. But yeah,
When you said Jake, I thought you were going to say Simpkin. I was like, it's a wrap. We're taking him.
yeah. Okay, let's get on to second row. Harry Grant's obvious, though. It depends on if he wants to leave. Like the Storm could have the two best hookers in the NRL at the moment. We don't know. He's playing on the bench, so I think it'd be a no-brainer if he wants to leave. But yeah, we're going to second row now. But there's a few options. I took out like the David Fafitas, the Isaiah Papali'is, the guys I don't think would leave. We're going with the names are Tarek Sims, Ryan Madison, Tyson Frizzell, Mitch Barnett, Josh Curran, and Cohen Hess. They're like the 7 that I really thought of. There's obviously others, but those are just the few that I thought.
I think, to me, Ryan Madison and they all really stood out.
Especially because he's been on the
Yeah.
he expected to go to the Eels as a starter. Isaiah Papali's taken
he
it,
didn't.
and he's
Yeah,
on the
he did.
bench, and he was 18th man some games for them. Like I reckon he's a no-brainer. Do we want to lock that in?
Yep, sounds good.
I think that's
Even finals, bro, he was a man for a bit.
yeah.
Like Bryce Cartwright made the bench. Like not dissing him, like he played mean, but
Okay, so then the other options: Tarek Sims, Cohen Hess, Mitch Barnett, Josh Curran, Tyson Frizzell. I think we need sort of like a low-key name here because I think Madison wouldn't be cheap, but he wouldn't be expensive. But I think we need like a cheaper sort of player here. Maybe a Barnett or a Hess or a Curran. Maybe.
I'd take Barnett over Hess, to be fair.
Yes, we always got to check the age. He could be.
I just feel like he's gonna retire soon. He looks old.
He's 26 years old.
And
Okay, never mind.
Yep. I actually had no idea. So
he looked
All
old.
right.
he
Yeah,
definitely.
he looks way old.
Okay, we'll go Mitch Barnett. Is that we're all in agreement? He could be our
Yeah.
goal kicker
goal kicking.
because we know Munster's not going to do it. Okay,
What
lock.
about Chanel? What about can't he
No.
do some goal kicking?
No, Walsh took over him really quickly. Okay, lock. Lock's an interesting one. There's a few names. Oh, another second rower, Kevin Proctor, but I think he's a bit old. I just missed out on him.
No.
Maybe
I don't think he'll leave the Titans either. I reckon he's gonna stay and retire with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lock, I've only got 3 names and probably it's a tough one, but Joseph Tarpanay, Liam Martin, and Victor Radley.
See, I don't think he's gonna leave the roof.
That's what I think. I think it sort of has to be Joseph Tarpanay, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd say tough.
I go Tarpanay, but Victor Radley would be a mean signing to have.
There's a lot of dusty options at lock. Like there's a lot of like first grade players. I was like there was a few guys I was like, oh, maybe, but I just thought that those are the only 3 that you could really go with.
I could see Liam Martin though.
Yeah.
It sort of depends, I think. Like if Kikau, if Kikau leaves, Martin will probably be a starter forever, Just
Oh,
depends.
Kikau's off to North Queensland.
Yeah. Okay, we've got to do our bench here. We'll get through this quick, to be honest. So
Yeah.
utility position, I'll give you a few options. I'm just gonna have to scroll through. It'll probably have to be either Cody Nikarima, Ben Hunt, Ben Hunt, or Ash Taylor, probably. Just like obviously cheap options.
Is Jake Granville off contract?
Yes, he is. We can do Jake Granville. That's actually a good one.
That would be a good
I
pick.
do Granville.
And what player would he have to replace Harry Grant, or would you put him on the wing?
Mate. He played fullback for us, mate.
Granville's in. I like him from Queensland.
Yeah, Dusty.
Yeah. I like having some Queensland players in because it makes it feel more realistic. Okay, we'll probably need. Normally, it's like a couple props and a second rower or a lock. So,
Yeah.
do we want to go Poasa? I think that he's a younger player. I think it makes a bit of sense. We're all in agreement there. Or Ryan James, or both. Who knows? I think we just go Poasa,
Yeah.
and then
I think might as well get Ryan James as well.
I think it makes sense. So
Yeah.
Poasa, Ryan James, and then we probably
Do we need one more?
Yeah, we need an edge forward. So I'll go through the list. It has to probably be a cheap one. So maybe I'll go either Ewan Aitken, Cohen Hess, Josh Curran. And that's pretty much it.
Hess was really strong off the bench, but I think the Warriors boys are probably better.
Yeah, I was thinking either Curran or Aitken. I think more realistic's Aitken.
Yeah, can play anywhere.
That's what I like. We'll just
exactly.
if he is available. To be honest, I see both of them getting re-signed to like huge contracts just because it's the Warriors. Aitken's actually only 26 as well, so he could be a good guy to have. Like he can play centers or second row. So do we agree on you and Aitken?
Yep. I think Ewan Aitken was way better at second row.
He was like real. I was shocked. I was like, why is he at second row? And then
insane.
Yeah. Are we going to do an 18th man, or should we just stick with that?
Yeah, we can do an 18th.
Yeah, mate.
So I go to zero tackle and like look for all the young guns because it doesn't really make sense. Like a beast player at 18th man, or does it? I think we'll just pick a guy. We'll go back to my trusty. Oh, Matt Moylan for the 14. That's another option.
Maybe even Matt Moore.
Oh, Adam Kieran as well. I just saw Adam Kieran. I've missed a lot. Is this right? Oh,
Adam Kieran at 8.
Sorry, what?
Adam Kieran at 18.
Yeah, we'll do that. I think that's a good. Yeah, we'll do that. Lock that in. Okay. So, Joe, I'll quickly run through our team really quickly. That was not as hard. Like, it was hard, but this, I don't. Maybe 2 of these players are going to get picked actually for the Dolphins, but we've tried to be as realistic as possible. It'll probably end up being Ponga, Munster, Cherry Evans. At least we're not done that. That's what I've seen a lot of media outlets do. So we'll run through it quickly. Oh, we've got to pick a captain. That's key.
If Munster didn't go through the problems he went through this year, I would have put Munster as captain. But because he's been stripped and all the things around him, I just feel like he won't. He's just not really the person to have leading a team at the front in the media, you know?
We don't really have captaincy options. I was thinking either Tapau or McLean, but no, they're not really big talkers, you know?
Oh, McLean captain.
I think it has to be McLean, yeah. Because you look through the list and there's not really any other options. So I'll chuck Kevin. We'll make Barnett our kicker, I guess.
Bogey the captain. Just chuck it on Jennings there.
Yeah.
Check it on Matt Duffy.
Okay, I'll run through this quickly. We have at fullback Matt Duffy, 2 wings, Josh Mansour and George Jennings. Centres Morgan Harper and Katoni Staggs. Our halves is Chanel Harris-Tavita and Cameron Munster. We have Jordan McLean as captain at prop alongside Marty Tapau. Harry Grant at hooker. Ryan Madison and Mitch Barnett in the second row. Barnett's our goal kicker. Joseph Tarpany coming off a tough season with Ricky is coming to us. Off the bench, we have Jake Granville, Ryan James, Poasa. I'm not going to even try. Ewan Aitken and 18th man Adam Kieran. I'm happy with that. I think it's
good.
I reckon that's pretty realistic as well. I like it.
Quick question: does that team make finals?
I think it's a fringe finals. I reckon it's like 7 to 10, like sort of vibes. You know, I could see them being like really good, but also like a Nathan Cleary or someone could just tear them apart. You know, like sometimes stars just play well, like play insane. That's all I'm thinking. But yeah, anything else, boys? I think we might as well just call it there. No.
Yeah, sounds good. It looks like a lean team.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the change to not Redcliffe, just the Dolphins? No.
I mean, I guess it's just let more people be affiliated to the team, not just Redcliffe.
Yeah. Okay, that's all we have for today. Thanks, guys, for jumping on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll see you later, boys.
See ya. So, should we get on Rocket League?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.